Hey there, Dr. Charlie Brown here. Today is January 1st. I'm not going to say the year because you may be watching this in a perpetual January 1st, or this may be a metaphorical January 1st, and you're finding this video and you're saying, yes, this is what I want. So often on January 1st, we're thinking about all of the new things that we would like to do for the upcoming year, or the upcoming time, or the upcoming period. My encouragement to you is to make a plan and pick anywhere between 3, 4, 6, or 12, 2 to pick anywhere between any of those numbers to focus on specific goals or specific areas that you want to work on, and write it down, put it up somewhere. For me, it's 4 this year, and I thought it was going to be 12. No, it stopped at 4, and they're all kind of physical, which is interesting for me specifically. But with those goals, my aim is to do 7 to 10 steps per month and just cycle through the goals. So I encourage you to do the same thing. And I wrote down what the 4 areas I want to work on are, and I also wrote down a couple of activities that I might do to fill out my 7 to 10 per month. At some soon, probably today or tomorrow, I'm going to really just make a chart, and I like to check things off. So I'm going to make a chart and figure out, did I hit my 7? Did I hit my 10? Because it keeps me accountable to just cycle through. And in that way, you will have done a lot of steps toward any one particular goal or smaller goals. And for me, they're not necessarily, the goals themselves are not specific. The areas are specific. The areas are, I'd like to see change in these areas. And again, so it's really interesting to me that they're all physical this year. That's not physical in and of itself is not something I pay a whole lot of attention to as a general rule of thumb for my life, for me in my life. And I encourage you, though, to really write it down, to really make a plan, because a plan is much easier to come back to when you go astray than not having a plan. It's also okay for your needs to have changed and to be honest about that. You don't have to beat up on yourself about, oh, I didn't do this thing and it was on my list and I didn't hit 7 or 10. Reset every month. If I don't hit my 7 to 10 in any one given month, I'm going to move on to the next thing in the next month and just start again. So I encourage you to find the gentleness with yourself. I encourage you to use I am, I have, or I love statements in the now, in present tense. And understand, though, that those words have power. Those particular words carry greater power, and sometimes it opens things. Sometimes it opens things that were unintentional. Sometimes it has you ripped open and releasing things that you didn't necessarily think were a part of that releasing or a part of that statement. And I encourage you to, if you need professional help, to seek it. Therapy was one of the absolute best decisions of my adult Black woman life. So I encourage you to find a professional that you have a good rapport with. Some person, the fit is really important in professional therapeutic relationships. And it may not be a talk therapist. It may be a somatic. Somatic means body, a body worker, or a Reiki practitioner, or a massage therapist, or a yoga teacher. Whatever you do, there are other ways besides talking to work through what's coming up, what may be coming up for you. Journaling is also a great activity. That's one of the activities on my list. So January 1st, literal or metaphorical, make a plan. It is okay to feel this sense of renewal. The winter does that. It's winter in the northern hemisphere. The winter does that, where it brings us in, but bringing us in also opens up ideas of sometimes what we could have, should have, might have been. And I also want to encourage you that it's never too late to begin. And really, beginning is the first step. You can completely change your life. My goal is to have a very different January 1st next year. I want my life to look differently. And so I'm really taking this year to be very intentional about some of the ways that I'd like it to look different, and really taking concrete steps to do that. I will very likely, I'm starting a couple of things this year while I'm here on camera. One is going to be called Love Notes, where each month there's a different theme, and you can follow my theme, you can do your own theme, but I'm just for 30 days, my aim is 25 in a month, to write a love note to whatever that is. Again, my focus seems to be physical at the moment, so it might be different parts of my body. January 1st, January for me is going to be about the womb and writing love letters to my womb. I will give you more information when I have it. I don't know if that's going to be on Facebook. Probably it's going to be on Instagram, because that's a little bit easier platform for kind of daily. And I will continue to do Charli chats. Those will start back up soon. I will start season 4 for Charli chats. I'm also intending to do a larger get it done series that is a year-long intensive starting somewhere around the spring. So I'll have more details on all of that. But I really do encourage you, as you move into this new year. Today is a literal January 1st, but it may be a metaphorical January 1st. So it may be a new space, a new time, a new level, a new period of your life. I really encourage you to make a plan, a simple plan. So a more detailed plan gives you more to beat up on yourself about not doing this specific thing. It does also give you specific steps to come back to when you need to do that. Right now, I'm feeling the need I need a little more flexibility. So I work well with structure with flexibility. So I'm giving myself structure. Here's the thing I'm focusing on in this month. Here are 7 to 10 activities. I don't think there's about 8 activities on my activities list, possible things that I could do, but those could repeat. I'm not aiming to have to do something new about this thing, just something about this thing and something toward this thing that I say that I want to change. So I'm really looking to change my life this year. And you are welcome to join me on the various platforms here, Facebook Live. I have my Dr. Charli Brown page. You can also check out, I keep my website updated. That's drcharlibrown.com. And I'm over on Instagram as well now, Dr. Charli Brown. And on Instagram, I'll probably give a few more details about the Love Notes series, which will be starting ASAP. It'll maybe today, maybe tomorrow, something like that. 25 love notes per month is my goal for whatever I'm focused on in that month. And you can join me in any of those places or all of those places, and really take good care of yourself. Love on yourself and your loved ones in this new year, new era, new decade. And really, I really mean literally, to take great care. So that's what I want for you. I want you to take great care, whatever that means for you in this moment. I am Dr. Charli Brown. I hope to connect with you again soon. Take great care.